So welcome to part 2 for week 2, which is talking about self-talk. Self-talk is a huge topic, and it really takes self-awareness to become aware of self-talk, and it really takes self-love and self-acceptance for us, combined with self-awareness, to start to adjust unhealthy self-talk. So I want to tell you a little bit about what self-talk means for me, give you a little bit of my experience with it, and then I would like to get into some very helpful exercises that I use often to help me just change unhelpful self-talk. What is it? Well, self-talk is really that inner voice that's going on inside of our heads pretty much all of the time. Notice I said the inner voice inside of our heads and not our depth, our inner wisdom. For me, they are very different. If you go back to the video I just shared before in meditation, self-talk is definitely the waves and not the depth of the ocean. So it's becoming aware of this voice inside of our heads which makes a lot of judgments about us, which has a lot of opinions about us, and these can be really empowering and positive, or they can be pretty disempowering and negative. When self-talk is a good supportive buddy, it gives us the confidence to kind of do whatever we want to do. It gives us the strength and inquiry and curiosity to try things out and to play and to fail forward and not hide. However, on the other hand, when self-talk is diminishing, when the way we talk to ourselves is harsh, critical, or negative, it can really disempower us. It decreases our self-confidence, it decreases our self-esteem, and it can leave us feeling pretty crap. And if we feel like that, and if we believe the talk that's going on in our heads, then we're really unlikely to share ourselves with the world. We're unlikely to go and do the things that we want to do. We are unlikely to do any of it because we're more likely to believe this chit-chat, this voice, this talk, the waves. So it's critical for us to become aware of how we talk to ourselves. In terms of our voice, it's very critical for us to become aware of how we talk to ourselves when we go to speak, when we go to share our opinion, after we speak, after we share our opinion. And it's fundamental to change anything that doesn't serve us. There is no negative self-talk that's helpful. It's disempowering. Anything that leaves you feeling less is not helpful. I know I came from a very intense childhood where the self-talk that I learned, the self-talk that was displayed to me, was very violent, very horrible, very diminishing, very aggressive. And I didn't realize how much of this self-talk I took on board into myself. And it's only been in the last probably 4 years where I really started to see, oh my God, I am talking to myself like that. Oh my God. Now, you wouldn't talk to another person sometimes in the way that you talk to yourself. You wouldn't talk to an enemy sometimes in the way that you talk to yourself. So we have to be so careful. You know, one of my dear teachers used to say, your thoughts can kill. And I believe her, because I think our self-talk, when it's negative and disempowering, it chips away at who we are, it chips away at our being. It's like toxic poison for our soul that just destroys us slowly over time. And the ridiculous thing is that we're doing it to ourselves. Nobody does it to us. This is just what we're doing to ourselves. So the wonderful thing about that, and the wonderful thing that I had to learn, I don't need to think like this. I don't need to talk to myself like this. I can change this. And yeah, we just have to change a habit. I've said it before, but it's like, for me, it's like turning an autobahn or a highway. Like, it's so easy to just think like that. We have to sometimes, with self-awareness and with discipline and time, turn this into a deer trail, and turn the deer trail, which might be really empowering. It's like the buddy who's got your back. It's the motivational coach in your corner, like, yeah, you can do it, you're awesome, you're a rock star. We have to turn this into a highway, an autobahn, so that this becomes the normal way of communicating. This becomes the habit. So wherever you are on the spectrum of self-talk, I think it's important to know. I think it's great to be aware of. If you have generally positive self-talk, this is amazing. I congratulate you, and I wish you that these tools that I share with you just help you to boost this even more. If you can honestly say that sometimes your self-talk is a little bit on the negative or the diminishing side, then I really invite you to try these tools that I'm about to share and see which ones work for you, and integrate them into your day, integrate them into your life, because ain't nobody need to spend time talking badly to ourselves. This is just a waste of our life energy. It's a waste of our potential, and it's a waste of our vocal power, of our voice, which should be shared with the world.